Good morning, this is Carmen Gertasi from Global Builders reporting from our project at 635 West Roosevelt. We are knocking this, well, we just knocked this whole building down here. Now we're going to knock this building down, this two-story building down here, making way for a three-story parking garage. I'm sorry, a three-story building, Bob's Furniture underground parking. And that's Billy Lamino. He's our superintendent on site here. And we've got ECC Environmental Demolition working here. And we got the brick pickers. What happens is a few masonry walls here. So what happens is American Antique Brick Company comes out and they palletize all this brick, and that's what they reuse to sell when brick is needed. Chicago common brick is needed. So there's a basement actually under a lot of this section. This was the whole building area. That's rubble. We're gonna bring in a crusher. We're gonna excavate down here on this whole area. This site's roughly 250 feet by 170. And we're on the corner of Roosevelt and Roosevelt, Chicago. So we just cut some holes in the fence, re-securing the fence, and you got a little piece of ductwork there. Put some wood in it to keep them warm as they're cleaning. So what they're doing is they're taking the brick, and then they clean off the mortar, and they stack them, palletize them from there. So it's January 12th. Yeah, January 12th, 2018. Here at Rumble and Roosevelt, knocking this building down. Take a picture. We got our surveillance camera up. You can see that. We put one on every one of our jobs. Completely wireless on top of it. Zoom back in there. So on top of there, you'll see a little panel. That's our little solar panel. So no power. It's got its own internet connection, and it's working out great. So we had to disconnect the power from the back of the building. There's a couple gas connections, 3 gas services. This is the other part of the building we're knocking down. So we started from that corner all the way over here. And that was a one-story set structure. This is a 2-story structure. Here's ECC, good company, Union, Environmental Cleansing Corporation. Doing a fantastic job out here for us. And again, they'll be crushing all the rest of the brick and the block and the concrete that they can't use. They'll be crushing for reuse. And after this, we're going to be cutting the site down, this whole entire site, roughly 13 feet below grade. We're going to excavate the whole thing down 13 feet below grade We've got some caissons that we'll be drilling. A caisson is essentially a concrete pier, so we'll be augering out all the spoil and dropping a structural steel rebar cage inside and then filling it with concrete, and we'll be belling out the bottoms of it. Those will go down roughly 70 feet. Underneath this area here, the soil report says that we have urban soil. So urban soil is not good for shallow foundations. But we're going to do a little bit more testing as we move along into this process. Then on top of that, we're going to possibly do some sheet piling around the perimeter with whalers that hold the sheet piling. We'll drive the sheet piling down and install our foundation walls and footings and sit our grade beams on top of the caissons and connect those. So we're moving along pretty good here. He's got everything separated. Here's the debris pile, little scrap metal pile. It's a rubble pile. None of that brick is reusable. This is all face brick, and face brick can't be reused. Just the Chicago Common. This whole wall came down. It went up to that line there and kind of just touched it a little bit, and the whole thing just pulled on at once. So they're palletizing all the brick, getting all that stuff out of there, and then we'll be on to demoing this building. So moving forward, gonna get a lot done here today. Another quality project here by Global Builders. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood here. Have a good one. Thank you very much for watching.